this is Walter Mondale coming to you live from the BNS and Awesome Podcast studio. I'm here in person because Scott could not schedule me in over the internet.
And I'm Gary Busey.
Now, back in 1947.
47? Ha!
Yeah.
That was when I was still not drinking.
This is us. We're coming to you live from the pandemic.
Live! What's up?
Well, you know, we've had a bit of a hiatus. The world is ending.
Yeah.
With grace. Or no grace.
Or no grace.
You know what the world would be ending well with? Will and grace.
Yeah.
You hear that
Nothing like a dynamic duo.
Frasier's getting a revival, I guess?
I did hear that.
So when's the Will and Grace? The world's ending. Might as well do Will and Grace.
You might as well just bring back... Oh, that's already back. Never mind. I was going to say the Roseanne show.
It's come and gone, Scott. It's come and gone.
Yeah, she's made some bad racial remarks, I believe, or something of that nature.
I don't know. This cancel culture seems to have gone mad.
What? Cancel culture? That's not a thing. I mean...
Now that it's going after people on the left, it's gone too far, I guess.
Yeah, it's just all these fucking fake woke snowflakes.
Scott, we're going to get canceled. We're a bunch of dumb hillbillies in the mountains. We're going to get canceled.
You know what really drives me crazy is we get grouped in with the millennials.
We do?
We definitely do.
Who? Like, how old do they think we are?
No, millennials. Like 2000s.
Yeah, I know. It's like, we're clearly older than that.
We're definitely older. I don't know. Fuck the millennials.
We're Generation Y.
Yeah.
Why get a job?
Why get a job?
I've been employed since I was a teenager.
Actually, yeah, so have I. Yeah, I've lived on my own since I was 16.
Scott left to the mountains to go live in the hills and got a job. He was a salesman of pizza.
I was like, y'all want some pepperonis on that bitch? But yeah, no, so we've been gone for a little while. Some stuff happened.
Technically, we haven't been gone. We've just been away.
We've been
trapped
social
away.
distancing properly, which is getting to be bullshit, but that's another thing. Some games came out. Cyberpunk came out, and it flopped.
We're talking about games now.
I don't know. We're talking about a little bit of everything.
Why you gotta be hating on Keanu Reeves? If we're gonna go into Cyberpunk, let's go into it, and I'll provide some context of what I know and what I don't know.
Okay.
But you go first, because you're the lead on this.
Okay, so the game came out to good reviews on Xbox Series S and PS5.
The PlayStation 4 was the one where it was totally pooched.
It looked like fucking like San Andreas for the PS2. It was brutal from what I saw. It just, yeah. So I felt really bad for them. They took a lot of shit for it, and rightfully so. If they knew it wasn't gonna work, why would they put it out? But the game itself, it's not bad. It's an average game. I'd give it like a 7.5.
Is that disappointing considering the development hell for you?
Yes, because I was really looking forward to it for a long time, and from what I've gathered, it was ready to go. Like the PS5 and Xbox Series S were ready to go, but they were trying to get the other versions running, and then they still didn't, even in the end.
So when is the Google Steam version coming?
Oh, are we talking about Google Stadia? That thing is gonna be the best thing ever. I mean, Google just said that they're pretty much not doing fuck all with it anymore. They're like, yeah, you know all those games we promised you? No.
We lied.
We lied. Scorpio. Hey, Scorpio.
Now, this is Walter Mondale back. Can you explain to me what a video game is?
This is Walter Cronkite. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yes, we've gone mad.
Yeah, true enough. But yeah, that came out. Some weird stuff is happening, though, like with Xbox and PlayStation.
Yes, I've seen.
So, like, they're bringing, like, PlayStation exclusive games to the Xbox now. So a PlayStation logo will be on your Xbox.
What's wrong with a little bit of cross-marketing?
Which is weird. So I think this is a play because Microsoft bought Bethesda.
What?
Yeah, I think this will be...
No, that didn't happen.
What? You're beautiful. No, you're beautiful. So I think it's a play to get them so that they'll still put games like the Bethesda games on the PS4 or PS5, I mean.
So you think it's an olive branch?
Think it is. I
this
super think it is.
takeover of everything.
With Starfield, Elder Scrolls 6 coming out,
More DLC for Fallout 76, the most popular game in the world.
7 people online right now. 7.
One of them's just a controller with rubber bands on it.
Just guy going in circles somewhere. But yeah, no, I thought that was interesting because I've had a PS4 and I really enjoyed MLB The Show, and now it's coming to Xbox with a PlayStation logo on it when you buy it, which I thought was bizarre as hell. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think it comes out mid-April.
Well, as long as we're whining about games in this particular episode, why don't we talk about PlayStation?
Let's talk about it.
How do you, what are your concerns with PlayStation aside from jumping ship onto Microsoft? Is there any particular thing they're doing that seems to be pissing people off, possibly in Japan? Because, PlayStation Sony isn't a Japanese company, apparently. It's a California company.
It's California based. Shutdowns, layoffs in Japan. Do we really need Japan? I don't know.
Do you really need the market there? Is the market is the domestic market for? Well, I guess it's not domestic because Sony isn't a Japanese company; it's a California company.
Yeah. No, they're shutting down Sony Japan. I guess they're branching out and making a game studio though. From info I've heard,
they're pissing off everybody. Like third-party game censorship. It's just absurd.
They have
independent studio game censorship. Everything.
They have such a huge base in Japan too.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, and they're just like, whatever, we're just going to America and that's that. Like for them, like they fucked up royally.
That's pretty much, you could just say Sony fucked up royally over the last 10 years.
Well, it's getting worse too, like especially with their console, the stock, they're forcing people to buy Xboxes.
Oh no.
Because you can get an Xbox easier than you can get a PS5.
It's great. I'm still running on my old PS4 occasionally. I still got my crappy Xbox, and I'm happy as can be.
I got the new Xbox, and I love it. It's good. It does play games
ugly.
better. I got the One S.
It's ugly.
I don't mind it though.
Wait, you got the Xbox One XS?
One S. Yeah.
Is there another X in there somewhere?
WXYNG QRSTUV.
Because you got the Xbox One S, and then you got the Xbox One XS, right?
No, it's just the X. That's why there's the slash down the middle. This is getting...
I'm just finding out people on Amazon were buying the wrong things because they're all similarly named now, which is nonsense, and people are getting upset.
Well, it's because Grandma was like, I'm going to buy Johnny something so he loves me again, and then get some Xbox Series X.
Series S.
S, fucking BG, BFG. QRST.
I'm sorry, but it looks ugly compared to the any design of the Xbox One compared to the new X series or whatever you want to call it. Like, it's just got those cheese grater holes on the side.
Oh, come on. That's for when you're making tacos.
And then it's got that, the round circle. Like, what is that?
It's for Mountain Dews and tacos to sit on. It keeps them warm. That's where who doesn't like warm Mountain Dew and semi-warm tacos?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say most people, but that's just my opinion. I have no basis in fact.
Okay, see, he could be wrong, folks. That could be 100% factual. They really teamed up with Taco Bell, and they were like, "We're bringing you the burrito heater for your Xbox."
Speaking of Taco Bell, I noticed that you can buy fire sauce and have it like monthly subscribe from Amazon.
Yes, you can.
So I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna get some of that.
Did you do
it? I was like, I'm gonna.
He pulled the trigger.
I'm gonna feed the beast that killed me and everybody else. I'm gonna just pile on with that evil Bezos. Wait, are we hosted by Emma?
Wait. Don't cancel us, Jeff. Wait a second, you're not the boss anymore. If you didn't get that, that was Jeff Bezos comment. Fuck you, Bezos. I mean, Mark Zuckerberg. Who really wants to see him anymore?
He's kind of scary. He's like a robot, but not like in a cool way like Elon Musk.
Yeah, right? Elon Musk is the coolest robot. Mr. Musk, if you're listening, please, when you enslave the human race, just let us keep our podcast. I don't mind. I'll be a slave, but just let me keep my podcast. No, what else is new, Bob? Have you played any games lately?
I've played old games.
Newish games. Any newish games?
I've played old games. I played some old Metal Gear Solid 2. You know, I've been playing a lot of FGO on my phone. So a little bit of Pokemon.
Oh yeah, did Sword and Shield?
No, I haven't played any of that because it still pissed me off.
Oh.
I've looked into it. I'm not the only long-term Pokemon fan that got pissed off by Sword and Shield.
Did you see the new thing they're coming out with?
What's now?
With the
I'm so turned off from Pokemon now.
Bob used to have a raging boner for Pokemon, and now it's just like a
Now it's like
shrimp.
Yep.
No, they have like a open world Pokemon game coming out where you like catch Pokemon and shit.
Oh, you mean like they used to back in 1990, 98?
Bigger? I don't know.
It's coming out on the Switch.
Switch? Yes, it is. We can watch a trailer for it if you'd like.
Well, if it's anything better than short, is this like are they trying to overcorrect what they did with Sword and Shield?
I
and
think
Shield
that's
and
what
Sword.
I think that's what it is. I haven't really watched it. I just heard about it, so we could watch it another time.
Because backwards compatibility is not important for Pokemon. It never has been, even though it's been like the foundation for the last since '98.
Who needs it? Who needs it?
Well, they get a Sony executive over at Nintendo. I got a plan.
Wait, Sony Japan, if you're listening, bring back Digimon.
Digimon is still popular. Like
Digimon was the shit.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm going the other way. You're like the shit good. I'm like,
the shit bad.
yes,
like the runs.
Exactly.
Okay, so I was a big fan of that one and Monster Rancher. I thought Monster Rancher had such a sick premise. I was 100% in on Monster Rancher.
Scott, you may be the only person in the world who remembers what
ever said
Monster
that?
Rancher is.
Oh, fuck. I could talk about Monster Rancher all day. I don't remember any of the names and stuff, but I sure as
there was Stone Guy and Sexy Lady and One Armed Guy
and Bouncing Eyeball.
Yep.
Right? I still remember Digimon too. There was Bakumon and Eukarymon.
Oh my god, he knows the name of the Digimon. I don't even.
I owe Weebed Bob on something.
That's nothing to be proud of. You should feel ashamed.
Wait a second. Is that what that feeling is? That's shame? I've been going about my life all wrong.
The only way to win is to not play.
Yeah. But I like Monster Rancher because it was kind of like Sword Art before Sword Art.
Oh, so it was like Dot Hack.
Or kind of like Dot Hack.
I'm the only person in North America who remembers what Dot Hack is ever since SAO came out.
Because that kid gets sucked into the game.
Yes, and that was the game where the stick was you would put in a random disc and it would generate a monster from that when you played the game, right?
And then oh man, it was sad. Like they had like the graveyard for all of the Monster Ranchers. Oh, that show was so good. I don't think it ran very many seasons though.
No.
Maybe a couple. Maybe. We can.
Digimon's still going on. It still gets theater releases for like OVAs and whatnot.
I
guess they're not OVAs because they're released in theaters, but you get what I'm saying. Maybe.
OVAs. What's an OVA?
Original video animation. They're typically released on VHS, DVD, but these are theater releases, so technically they wouldn't be.
Yeah, like how long did it run for? How many seasons did we get?
Scott's on his battle station.
73 episodes. Surprisingly, it got 73 episodes. I'm kind of surprised by that. But yeah, I really enjoyed Monster Rancher. I thought it was such a well done show.
Once again, Scott, I hate to reiterate this, but you may be the only person listening who even knows what that is, aside from me, and I just don't care.
If you don't know what Monster Rancher is, please go and find it and watch just like the first episode. It's very enjoyable. BNS Awesome Podcast stamp of approval.
It's got the S part. The B is like very faint. It's like
the B's there.
The stamp was like really off centered when he stamped it. It's like someone was fighting him and trying to get him not to put it down.
It's still on there. No, I really, I fucking love Monster Rancher. So yeah, there's a little tidbit about me. But yeah.
Any more gaming news? Well, we're talking about games and the industry and all the nonsense about games. Because Monster Rancher was a terrible game. It was an okay show that you say, but the games were nothing to write home about.
The games.
Nothing to write home about.
Gaming news?
Everything is terrible. Play the old games.
Yeah, man, there hasn't been much out that I've really enjoyed, There's some stuff that I'm looking forward to, but that's about it. And it's kind of like I'm gonna wait till it's reviewed and go from there. Like, so there was that I had messaged Bob about checking out Outriders. It looked very Destiny slash.
I saw the trailer. I wasn't interested.
And then I checked out the demo for it, and it is not for me. In what world, a video game can you not jump?
Resident Evil, some of them.
Yeah, but I was.
That reminds me, Resident Evil 8 is coming out. I will play it. I'm gonna get through it. Yep.
Village, yeah. You played through 7, right?
I like 7, but I'm a little apprehensive about 8. I know everyone's losing their mind about the giant lady.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Lady Dramascu or whatever her name is.
Yeah, she's a vampire.
Well, it's as long as it goes along with what it's showing isn't actually what it is. I think people will be happy because like 4 looked like it was going to be supernatural, but it wasn't. I think that's the fear of it just being supernatural.
Which one was 4?
That's the one with the Ganados in Spain with Leon.
Oh yeah. That one wasn't very good, was it?
It was great.
Or wait. It was great. Which one was the one that I didn't like? Whatever. Anyways.
Scott doesn't like Resident Evil. He's Mr. Ooh la la. I'd rather play Monster Rancher.
Yeah. I wonder what else is coming up soon.
Nothing. It's all terrible. Terrible.
Outlaws and Legends. Actually, that kind of looks good. I've looked into that a few times.
When is Halo Infinite gonna come out?
It's not. There. You wanted my answer? You fucking got it now.
Well, speaking of all our praise of Microsoft, like I don't understand. Well, I guess I do understand. I just don't care about some of the criticisms of it. I would just like to see what they've done, play this to the campaign, and if I want to play multiplayer, I'd play something else.
Yeah. Do you see that Back 4 Blood is coming out?
No, I wasn't too interested.
Oh, you're not a... What the fuck was it? I can't even remember what the game was. It was Left 4 Dead. It's like an offshoot of Left 4 Dead.
This may surprise you, but I kind of just stick with one particular franchise for my zombies.
Ooh, Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2. That I am looking forward to. Have you ever seen anything about it?
I'm making a face.
He's making a face. I think he's constipated. I think he's gonna poop himself. Oh, he pooped himself. No, it's really interesting. So the part I like about it was it like, 2019 when they first announced it, I want to say. And this guy that they had on there, he was like the creative director. He always wore fucking gloves. He's like the biggest nerd alive. Like just wore gloves. He was like that kid at school that wore the trench coat and like black gloves.
That's a good sign of a quality game.
And then they fired him. He was the creative director, and I'm like, I just want to see. I'm gonna buy this just because I didn't like that guy. So yeah, Vampire the Masquerade 2. I'm looking forward to that. What else is there?
I really didn't think that was the way you were gonna swing that, but that's how it went.
I went in a totally wrong direction. You thought. Fable. I would like to see that new Fable game come out.
What is it? A new Fable? What happened to the old Fables? Weren't they good enough?
No. It just says that. So it says.
Is it a reboot?
It is a reboot. Very much a reboot of the series.
Boo!
So we'll see if that happens. What else? Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff. The reason I want to get a PS5, sole reason, is to get the Harry Potter game when it comes out.
What are you, some kind of transphobe? You want to support J.K. Rowling and her nonsense?
Yes, that's totally what I want to do.
Yeah, those are loaded questions. There's really no right way to answer.
There is no right way to answer that. So you just go, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to get that game.
Haters gonna hate.
Players gonna play. Right? So
I like Harry Potter, but I'm not a Harry Potter fan to the extent that like most people are. I read the books. I thought the movies were okay, but like for an example, when I went to Universal Studios, I never went to Harry Potter Land because I just didn't care.
See, I wouldn't either. But the game is interesting to me. I think it could be It looks a lot like Bully. If you've ever played the Bully series.
Bully, but with magic.
Yeah. I'm in. 100% in. Bully was one of the greatest games ever made.
You say that in a world where Red Dead Redemption exists.
And it's mediocre at best. Let's be honest. Hot take with Scott. No, I don't know. The new, Red Dead 2, really beautiful game. Man, they did a really good job with it. But that game is, as I've said before, too much shiny thing. And not enough. I kind of so I played God of War, the new God of War, and it was 40 or 50 hours. Done. And enjoyed. Red Dead, have you finished it yet?
I think I'm at 60%
It came out
still.
over a year ago.
I know, but I keep...
You're I'm going to go fishing. I'm going to go chase after some bandits.
It's not shiny. It's just there's a lot of content that you don't want to miss. So if you go through and you do everything, you'll never finish the game. If you just want to do a speed run, you could do a speed run and have the game done in a day. But
you could not finish that game in a day.
Yes, you can.
I'm going to look this up. We're going to check out the time to run.
If you don't sleep and you just do the bare minimum requirements.
Red Dead Redemption 2. Time to beat.
Yeah, do speed run because
No. We're not speed running this. We're just average time.
No, I said you can speed run it. You can speed run it.
Okay. Red Dead Redemption. So 48 hours, 49 hours to just do the main story. Just the main story.
Scott's using the computer.
What do we got? Okay, so the fastest speed run, number one, very fastest, is 13 hours, 17 minutes.
So like I said, you buckle down.
But it's also on PC. So the next closest, third, is holy shit, 15 hours, and fourth is 17.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I could never do that. Like I said,
I've had separate save files just to see, and I got up past where I was on the normal story, and I did it less than a day. It's it's possible.
Yeah, that is true.
It's not shiny things. The world is so expansive. There's so many things to do.
It is. And it's good. But for, like I said, God of War is also, you got options to go to different things and stuff. But, I explored. I saw stuff that I just checked out, like the Valkyries and stuff, and beat the game in 40 hours.
Yeah, but is that a good thing?
I thought so. Because for me it was. Because I get so fucking... I'll play a game.
I know. That's why I'm saying this. I'm saying, is it a good thing? Because you're Mr. Casual and I'm going to devote my life to this game.
I'll play a game, and then if I lose my attention on it, it's fucking gone, and I won't touch it again. I have so many games, on my X. I think I have, 280 games. You know how many of them I beat? Maybe 10. Maybe 10. Maybe 5%. So for me, I like that when you can beat a game in 4 days. And that's playing it casually. Well, actually, no, it's not really casually, but realistically, for me and you, with our work schedule, I could have that, a 40-hour game done in 3 weeks. Right?
Yes.
Here's another game that I beat. I'm just gonna...
Scott's I don't know what the runtime was, but I'm going to check it to make sure that I got the top record.
So a leisurely play, or the average playthrough is main plus extras is 33 hours. It was great. I would say a good fucking 8 hours of that was just reading subtitles though. But it was a really well done game. I find too many games nowadays are too big. They're these big fucking gigantic stories, which is good. The people need that shit, but it's just for somebody with an attention span of a squirrel, doesn't work out well for me.
Squirrel.
Shiny thing! Shiny thing! Shiny thing! Okay, I'm tired of this.
So that's where we live in. It's a nightmare where there are good games, but there's no time to play them because we live in nightmare world.
Well, yeah.
Crawling in my skin, these words they will not heal.
Wow. We were actually pretty in sync there with our terrible sounding.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, you can't sing Linkin Park
Take
and
that,
sound
YouTube!
bad.
But you can't fucking copyright that shit! Fucking YouTube.
That's what we should do. We should form a cover band of Linkin Park.
Oh, wow. I was going to make a real dark joke.
Oh, God.
So let's move on to something else then. So yeah, there's that. So for the BNS Awesome Podcast, I'm Bob.
Sure you are.
I have a mustache.
Well, I have a little twizzly mustache that
It's
you
not
can
very
barely
good.
see.
It's not very good at all. It's trying. It's like, I'm not even. Not gonna make that joke either today. Okay, well, everybody have a great time, and now you'll listen to a podcast about that we haven't been around for a bit. So
We've been around. We just haven't been around a microphone because I was sitting on a microphone waiting for Scott, and he's like, "We'll use this fancy thing called the internet."
Interweb, Bob.
We're on the line.
Wheel and Cool Whip. Okay, so for the BNS Awesome Podcast, I'm Scott.
And I'm Bob.
Peace. Well, thanks for listening to another episode of the BNS Awesome Podcast. We can be reached on Twitter at BNS Awesome Pod. We can also be reached at our email account, bnsawesomepodcast@gmail.com. We also have an Instagram, the BNS Awesome Podcast. You can also get the podcast on YouTube. Just search up the BNS Awesome Podcast. We are also on Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, and pretty much anywhere else you can get your podcasts at.